Greetings, folks of cinema. Welcome to the channel. I actually recorded this video yesterday itself, but when I was editing it today, I found out that some parts of the video didn't get its audio registered well because I think the microphone was discharged, so I had to record some of the parts again, so including the intro. Today we'll be watching the Avengers Doomsday and analyzing what we are possibly getting in this film, what we can expect from this film, what the film might lack, or what the film might do really well in. So yeah, let's begin with it. It's my first time watching the trailer because I was saving the trailer for after I watched Brand New Day. I've already watched the movie and it's a really good film because I personally felt like in the case of Tom Holland, it's the first time that we are getting a Spider-Man film which is focusing on Peter Parker rather than the other characters around him or the character of Spider-Man itself. This is a very Peter Parker centric film, like we had in Tobey's Spider-Man or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. So yeah, it's a really good watch. I'll probably upload my video about Brand New Day a few days later. So yeah, let's dive into the trailer.
Something's coming. Something we may not be able to deter. Before this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
Okay. Now that shot of Doctor Doom was really damn cool. If this is how Doctor Doom is going to be introduced for the first time in this film, I'm pretty sure the crowd is going to go mad. But I think this is a scene where he's just landed on the planet, or maybe he has taken down a group of superheroes or a superhero. And but I think if this is his intro, if this is going to be his intro in the film, I'm going to go mad.
I've fought with many warriors in my time. They were far stronger than all of us put together, and they died.
There's this fact I noticed about Thor. With each passing project, his voice becomes more and more deeper, which kind of signifies that his character is growing and becoming more mature. I love that tiny detail, and also Namor's suit. It looks awesome.
They died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one.
Okay. This is epic. This is epic. I knew there were rumors that Gambit and Shang-Chi will be fighting against each other, but damn, this is so cool. I mean, Gambit's cards, Shang-Chi's rings, we are going to get that sort of controlled fight where both of them are at the same time, controlling their powers but going full on against each other. This fight scene is going to be one of the best scenes of this movie. I can already tell it.
Everything that they sacrifice will be for nothing if we do not stand together. Put aside your petty squabbles.
Okay, was that? Yeah, that was Mystic disguised as Yelena.
Do nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters. Mark my words.
Pack it up, pack it up. The Avengers are so cooked, man. I mean, he literally stopped the Stormbreaker with just his fingers. Okay, I knew Doctor Doom is powerful. They'll show him at his max strength, but this powerful. Okay, okay, Marvel's cooking. They're cooking.
We're going to need a miracle.
Miracle.
Hey, pal.
It's not possible.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, if you have seen the shots that I made ranking the movies I was excited for, I had ranked Avengers Doomsday pretty low. It was ranked number 7. You can check out the shots. I'm still uploading them. It is because when I watched the first 4 teasers, I wasn't very much exactly hyped up, except for the one where they had the X-Men trailer and the Fantastic Four and Wakandans trailer. That had got my attention, but then I felt like, okay, Marvel is going to live up to its expectation this time around, because the last few projects that Marvel has made have not really been a success, and the entire scene where Jonathan Majors, he got arrested or something, he is a domestic abuser, that derailed their plans, I felt. And just switching from Kang to Doctor Doom wouldn't be so easy. I know that, and even Marvel knows that. And I thought maybe Doctor Doom and Doomsday will not have much of a character arc like Thanos had in Endgame and Infinity War, or even Ultron had in Age of Ultron, because switching from one major villain to another in just a span of a couple movies isn't really easy. So I wasn't really hyped up, but then this trailer has me all pumped up. I don't know, Scott Lang looks terrific. That laser vision, that blast, we already saw it in the X-Men teaser, but I feel like this film will have some moments which will make the crowd go berserk. Maybe I'm not okay, not exactly at the level that Endgame did, but yeah, this film is going to have its moments. And I feel like the Wakanda and Fantastic Four arc will be a bit underwhelming, because I feel that's not much action going on there except the planning and the execution. But the X-Men versus Avengers fight is going to be amazing. We have already seen Thor, square up with Doctor Doom in the trailer, and I feel like Thor is going to get defeated there, and then he'll have to go back to the Avengers to, form a team and face this threat like he had to in Infinity War. But the highlight of this entire trailer for me was the X-Men versus Avengers fight, Shang-Chi versus Gambit. And I feel like the heat vision that Scott Lang is using, although it's against the sentiments probably, because in the teaser we have seen a big giant foot being seen behind him. But I also feel like the Avengers are going to be involved in the scene somehow, or maybe it is the point where the X-Men universe is being destroyed. I think that is the better explanation of this, where the X-Men universe is getting destroyed, and after that they are traveling to the 616 universe, and where they will fight the Avengers. But the same, for some reason, I thought that the Gambit versus Shang-Chi fight, I don't know if you catch it or not, but I feel like that fight is happening in the same castle or the same house the where the exiles in Deadpool and Wolverine met. The room, the glasses, the structure feels, very similar. So I don't know how Shang-Chi will reach into that room, so probably I'm wrong. And the other thing that I want, really happy to see, is Steve Rogers.
So this is where the audio got cut off again. So what I was basically saying was that there was rumor that Captain Hydra will make an appearance in this film, that the Steve Rogers that we'll probably be seeing in this film will be actually Captain Hydra, but after watching the trailer, I don't think that will be the case, because especially about the Steve Rogers that we have seen in the trailer, because if he was Captain Hydra and Mjolnir would have sensed even a tiny bit of impurity or evil in his heart, he wouldn't have. Steve Rogers wouldn't have been able to lift it. But since he was able to lift it, I feel like this is our old Captain America. I still think there is a possibility that we might get Captain Hydra maybe in the later parts of Avengers, Doomsday, or in Secret Wars, or maybe Doctor Doom will somehow control or convince Steve Rogers to join his side, and maybe will not get exactly Captain Hydra, but a negative version or an evil version of Steve Rogers. But yeah, let's see what we'll be getting. The one thing that I wanted to see in this trailer but we didn't was a bit more about Doctor Doom, maybe his voice, some of his dialogues. I really wanted to see RDJ's Latvian accent, how he's going to pull this off, because the accent is pretty different than what he's used to do, so it would be interesting to see how he pulls it off, and also some more info about Doctor Doom, what his plans are or what his backstory is in this film. But I feel like we'll be getting more of that in the upcoming trailers. I'm pretty sure there will be 1 or 2 more trailers before the film comes out. Also, we are getting some more extra content in the release of Avengers Endgame, so I'm very excited about that as well. Let's see what Russo brothers have in store for us. I'm really faithful about Russo brother and their work. They have pulled out Infinity War and Endgame really good, and I feel like they'll do a really good job with Doomsday. But still, I'm not that hyped up to keep Avengers Doomsday above Doom Part 3, because if you ask me right now which film I'd be going to watch first in the when these 2 films release, it would be Avengers Doomsday, because I want to save the best for the later, which is Dune Part 3. But let's say when more content drops, more trailer drops, maybe my priority will change, or maybe it will stay the same. But yeah, after this trailer, I am more hyped up for Avengers Doomsday than I previously was. Do let me know what your thoughts are, what you're expecting from this film, or where do you think this film will fall off. Are you Team Dune Part 3, or are you Team Doomsday? Just let me know in the comments, and do let me know if you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe and comment. Thanks for watching the video.